Good morning, everybody. How is it going today? I am in such a good mood today. It is awesome. I woke up to an awesome message from an awesome friend. She's traveling Thailand right now. She keeps sending me these videos of these amazing views. So good. Typical. He already knows that my love is fire. My heart was a stone, but then his hands were on. I turned him to gold, and it took him higher. Well, I'll be your daydream. I'll be your favorite things. Just shorting Bitcoin. Say, be beautiful. Get drunk on the good life. I'll take you to paradise. Say you'll never let me go. Deep in my bones I can feel you. Take me back to a time only we knew how to weigh. Yeah, yeah. We can waste a night with an old film. Smoke a little weed on the couch in the back room. How to weigh. Yeah, never let me go. Bow 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, here we go, guys. Guys, the bass drop, the drop is coming right here. Ready? Bow, 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 cheap, bow, bow. Okay, boys, let's get into this. Let's get into this technical analysis. I've got a lot of energy today, man. I'm shorting Bitcoin in front of you guys. I'm in a position for how many Bitcoin now? I've shorted just 2 Bitcoin to start off the day. Yeah, that's my bias right now. Okay, let's talk about CoinMarketCap, guys. So, I think that we're gonna I took a lot of my pills, Nicholas. I took a lot of it, okay? I took so much of it. But, yeah, I've got, like, this travel bug right now. It's like, man, I've got this travel bug, and it's just so itching right now. It needs to be scratched, you know? So, CoinMarketCap, guys, the volume is slowly dwindling right now, okay? Let's take a look at, historical data, right? Yesterday we finished off at about $6.7 billion. So today we're actually at about 6.4 for a 24-hour volume. Market cap has substantially increased from $133 billion to $141 billion in the past few days. Overall market cap is about $331 billion. So we've gone up from about $303 billion to $331 billion in like literally 2 days. So that's actually looking very positive. But the reason I'm shorting Bitcoin right now is very simple, guys, okay? I'm gonna explain to you guys what I just simply do just to make a boatload of money sometimes without even doing. I literally turned on my computer and I'm like, oh, okay, this looks like a triangle of some sort right now, okay? Looks like a triangle, so why would I not want to short it, right? It clearly couldn't break above here right now, and it clearly can't break above it, so it makes sense for me to short it, right? I mean, it's not like it's just gonna magically fly out of here right now. It's more likely to just, you know, move into this range just for a little bit at least, right? It already made 2 attempts up here, even on a very short time frame, right? It made one big attempt up here. It got rejected again around the 86 to 8500 range, right? And then on the 15-minute chart right here, what we're getting is a bullish spinning, or sorry, a bearish spinning top. So I'm just gonna, like, every time I wake up, I instinctively just look at a coin, and if I see any type of potential, I just kind of treat it like a video game. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna short it for now. This is a very short-term trade, just to let you guys know. I don't know where it's gonna end up, but who knows? If it ends up to something like 8,400 again, no problem. That's gonna be an easy like $200 or something, right? So we have to accept the fact that Bitcoin is very range-bound right now. So let's look at the daily chart and see where we're trending right now. So we look at the daily chart right now, which has only about 8 hours to go, right? 8-9 hours to go. What we're seeing is a hanging man candle. Now, a hanging man candle is exactly like that, okay? If you guys are not familiar with the mechanics of a hanging man candle, imagine that was red. And the reason why they call it a hanging man is because of exactly how the name sounds. It looks like a guy that's hanging himself. That's kind of sad, right? So if we end up breaking out of it, okay, I'll take my quick loss, right? No problem. But they call it this because what it implies after a very big green bullish candle is that, well, the bulls are starting to lose a little bit of steam. and they're losing a little bit of steam because the bears are now deciding to take profit. And if they're not taking profit, then maybe shorts are being entered as well, right? So these types of candles are very implicative that a downtrend could potentially happen, and the bulls are starting to lose their momentum. So that's always important to make a very good note of. Now, this has a lot of ways to go, okay? People might be saying something like, oh, yep, this looks like a MACD crossover. But we've got to keep in mind, guys, that the MACD crossover is days, right? It could be days from happening. So we got to make sure that we don't get too confused about that. We have to evaluate it on intraday levels at all times. So on the 12-hour chart, we're probably seeing a little bit of bullish steam. Yeah, definitely seeing some bullish steam, but we have to acknowledge the curve of the histogram, okay? So if you guys are not familiar with the curve, what the histogram is, okay, you have to think of it like this, okay? The histogram here, right, 12 hours, right? This 12-hour right here, it refers to it's ticking up that specific amount basically per hour, right? So if we take a look here, 12 hours, okay? 12 hours times 50, so it basically ticked up about $500 per bar there if we look at it like that. So now we look on the 6-hour chart, what we're seeing is a lot of bearish pressure, believe it or not, guys. We're seeing bearish pressure because take a look really closely here at the histogram. This takes a really trained eye to see, but what you can see is ticks downward, right? Like one tick coming down already. So we ask ourselves, is it going to continue this momentum? We look at it on a very high time frame because it gives us a better gauge of what's going on. If you only look at it right here, you don't really see it, okay? You don't really see right there the curvature of it, right? So you have to make sure you go to your trading view, you actually double click on it, guys. Once you double click on it, it'll give you a better gauge. We look at right here as well, what we're seeing over time, guys, over 2 bars is we're losing steam, right? Because we're losing steam, it could be very implicative as well that a correction might come. So we look at on the 6-hour chart, and what we're seeing is that it simply cannot get above the 55 EMA or even touch it. And we're getting a series, right? Think of it like this, okay, guys? I'm going to explain to you guys how to think of this. You see this candle as a slight rejection, right, to the downside, where we rejected 7,200, and then a massive bullish engulfing candle, which is like the opposite of a 3-line strike, since it consumes all of these previous candles. Here, it could have been seen as an indecisive candle, and then this one here is a rejection to the downside because it pokes through all of these EMAs. This one was very implicative of a downtrend to happen. People would have assumed, okay, well, this is a strategy game after all. It's a shooting star. Everybody is going to think that it's going to go down. So a lot of the times, or what could happen is because everybody thinks that it's going to go down, a lot of strategies involved, so you end up getting trapped for the people who shorted, but then the bulls decided to basically just go hurrah. Then this candle right here is called a bearish spinning top. A bearish spinning top is starting to imply that the bulls are starting to lose steam, right? So because of these series of candles right here, we got bulls losing steam, bulls took over, right? Bulls lost the fight, bulls rejected to the downside, and now they tried again. But this tiny little candle right here, this tiny little nub, guys, is implying that the bulls are definitely starting to lose steam, right, overall. So now we're seeing a bunch of series of attempts to the upside, but the bulls just simply cannot win this battle. The bulls have tried to push it extremely hard. They're like, okay guys, let's rally right now. Let's get this above the 55 EMA. Hurrah! We actually got to the top. But instead, the bears decide to take a lot of profit. And because the bears decide to take profit here, rejecting to the downside, the bears have started to win the fight, right? They're now fighting in between these candles right here, this one and this one, but they've been fighting for so hard now that the bulls have finally decided to lose steam, right? With this big red candle that we saw drop yesterday that we called. And then here, the bulls have successfully defended, and they're like, okay, we're gonna try really hard to get this all the way back up to the 55 EMA. But what do we see instead, guys, when we play I Spy with my little eye? What we see is that the bulls have lost. The bulls have now lost, and now they're trying really hard to confine it into this triangle pattern that I'm going to point out for you guys soon, okay? So the bulls have lost because they simply cannot get it above, guys, the 8,600 range. This whole cluster of regions right here is a very strong place for the bulls to get rejected, as you guys can see. So this is always an amazing fight between the bulls and the bears. Think of it as like of a tug of war, okay? You get a tug of war, and they're always trying to fight with each other. And because of this region, because of this, oh, I didn't even click on it. Your PC is being slowed down. Okay, Avast, thank you. I've got an i7 7700, okay? I got an i7 7700 CPU, okay? And I've got 32 gigs of RAM with a 512 state solid state drive. I don't think that Avast could slow down my computer, okay? Do you even know what an i7 is? Avast, like, how could you possibly slow down my computer? I've got a really friggin' fast computer. Don't try to fool me, Avast. You just want me to click on your... Sorry, guys. I got carried away. Really sorry. Sorry, guys. Avast and I really like to get into many fights sometimes, okay? So sorry about that. I didn't mean to go on a rant. Really sorry, everybody. Yeah, so, but... Yeah, like, I don't have a slow computer. It's a pretty fast computer, okay? So, yeah. So anyways, I just want to let you guys know that. Phil, how do you make 2 or 3 drawing lines consequently? I don't know. That's a really big word, consequently. I don't know what that word means. I'm too lazy to Google that word. I'm sorry. I'm Asian, dude. Speak Asian, okay? If you want to ask me some questions, learn how to speak Asian. I don't speak English. All right? So we see this cluster of supports and resistances, right? Support. We see this right here as resistance. And now we see this whole cluster, right? Oh yeah, boys. Oh yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Hey, baby. I just wake up in the morning and I make money. It's so crazy. You take number 2 and you take 522 minus 488. That's $40, baby. You take $40. You multiply that by 2. I'm up $80. Ooh, $80. What am I gonna buy? I'm gonna buy chicken chow fan, gailan, egg roll, fried rice. It's gonna be so nice. Yeah, $80. So beautiful, baby. I make my minimum wage for the day in like 5 minutes. It's so nice. So I'm up like $80. This is really nice. So anyways, we see this whole cluster of regions right here that are acting as a resistance, right? It's acting as resistance and support right here. So because I'm not trying to be funny, okay? I'm trying to be racist. Only Asian people can be racist, guys. All right? Only Asian people can be racist. You guys ever see a white guy try to be racist? Yeah, white guys are just really racist when they're racist, right? But when an Asian person says something like, hey, you look like a cracker, it's just really funny. You just start laughing. You just start laughing. It's like, is that just an Asian guy calling a white dude a cracker? That's so funny. So yeah. You guys know what I mean, right? Asian people are not racist. Like, we're just really funny. Like, when I say things like, I'm nothing but a gigantic Twinkie roll, right? When you say I'm a Twinkie roll, it means that I'm super white on the outside, and I'm just white on the outside, yellow on the outside, but I'm white on the inside. So it's not really bad at all. Hey, do you guys want to see me take some profit? You guys want to see me take some profit? I'm going to take some profit in front of you guys, okay? I entered that trade at the beginning here. Oh, baby, I take my profit. Give me my money. I just want to make $80. It's what normal person make in day, okay? But me, I'm Phil Khan. I'm boss. I take my profit, baby. Let's go. Give me, baby. Tank market. I want you to tank market. Go. Tank it, baby. Why you go up? You need to go down. Bitcoin, baby. Why you go up? I want you go down. Motherfucker. Motherfucker, Bitcoin. I want my $120. Bitcoin, come on, baby. Why you go up? I say you go down, baby. I not like it when you go up. I tell you, baby, tank market, baby. Okay, it's not going down yet, guys. Okay, that's okay. It's not going down quite yet. I guess I'm just gonna lower my limit to about $430. Make my $200 for the day. You know, in very fast amount of time, as you guys can see. So anyways, back to my commentary, because we're seeing this whole cluster, guys, of regions over here, right? It's simply very difficult to pass, right? You guys just imagine Gandalf the white or Gandalf the gray. Gandalf is standing right here. This is Gandalf, okay? This is Gandalf right here, right? This is Gandalf, right? And he says this. He says, you shall not pass. That's what he says right there, okay? You shall not pass. And then we see more Gandalf regions right here as well, right? And then we see more Gandalf regions right here as well. So whenever you guys see a whole cluster of regions, just imagine what Gandalf would do. Gandalf would probably end up saying, you shall not pass, right? And we're always going to talk about Gandalf in my videos because I'm Phil. And if you guys have seen, you know, seen movies like Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, you know, there's that it's called Unexpected Journey with Bilbo Baggins, right? Well, Unexpected Journey with Bilbo Baggins, but in my show it's called Unexpected Journey with Bilbo Baggins. That's basically what my technical analysis is, okay? It's like a Lord of the Rings adventure. Unexpected Journey with Bilbo Baggins, just like that, all right? Man, I really want to take my profit soon, okay? You know what? I feel like making $200 really quickly. What do you guys think of making $200 in 5 minutes of trading? I think that's a pretty good amount, right? Let's see what's gonna happen. Oh, baby, I'm not greedy. I see what the market do. Let's just see what we can play around with, baby. Will they tank it to my price? Come on, baby, just tank it. Come on. 7.5. Come on, just give me my money. I just want to make a quick dollar. Come on, baby, tank market. I don't know why you take so long to update my price. Oh, baby, I'm so angry. My price is right there. All you got to do is sell, baby. Just tank market. Not that difficult, baby. Hey, thank you very much, Sam. I really appreciate that. My company is based out in New Jersey. I live in New Jersey or New York. Thanks, Phil. You're welcome, my friend. Always happy to see you here, Sam. Man, is it that hard to make $160 in the morning? I feel like I'm just struggling here to make it. Okay, I'm just gonna give it up, guys. We'll talk about my position later. We'll lower the price again. So anyways, back to all these signs, right? No! TradingView, I pay for you! I pay for you! Why do you gotta screw up like that all the time? Like, man, I don't pay 60 American dollars for nothing every month, okay? Just so you can screw up on me like that? Man! So we look at the 4-hour chart, and what we see as well is these bearish signs of divergence, right? Bearish signs of divergence, and the histogram is ticking down. We see it losing steam here, right? We see it losing steam entirely. In fact, we actually end up seeing it double top over here as well. And these are very significant that it's trying to break this RSI resistance. It's trying to break this RSI resistance, but you know what it says? It says, I feel like Linkin Park right now because I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter. I've come too far to lose it all, but in the end, the bulls don't really matter. So we see even more rejection on basically every single time frame, right? On all these time frames right here. So much rejection. It gets rejected more than me picking up girls, guys. You guys ever see me pick up girls? Nah, you don't even need to, because if you want to see rejection, you just gotta look at 8,600 on Bitcoin and you'll see so much rejection. You guys want to see sideways action? Don't ever look into my life, because if you guys are getting no sex in your life, no sexy time, just go to Bitcoin and live vicariously through Bitcoin. You'll get so much action. It probably gets way more up and down action than all of you guys combined. Look at this. If you guys are single, just date Bitcoin. People have asked me, Philicon, you need to have more sex. And I say to them, why do I need to have more sex? I get more up, down, and sideways action than I'll ever get in my life through Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin is right now confined to a range, as we can see. If we go to an Elliott wave count, okay, you guys know my line for Bitcoin, right? Hey, baby, you remind me of a Bitcoin. And she's like, why do I remind you of Bitcoin? I'm like, baby, because I know we're gonna hard fork. Yeah, baby, you want to hard fork? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, well, we'll split you, baby. We split you and make you into two. So that's a really good pickup line if you guys don't know. Another really good pickup line is like, baby, you remind me of an altcoin because you're very undervalued and I want to appreciate you. So make sure that you guys treat my channel as also a life lesson and dating channel, okay? Don't ever see my channel as just technical analysis. So we need to look at some views right here, all right? we need to take a look at some perspectives. We have to see is, oh guys, it's bouncing. Oh no, it's bouncing. I'm panicking right now. I could have sold. Oh my goodness, I could have sold it. I could have made like $180, but I didn't. Now I'm just super panicking. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? It's bouncing back up right now. I just want to give you guys a quick skip of what an amateur trader does. That's something you guys should never do, okay? You should never do that and panic and be like, oh my god, it's now bounced like $30. I could have taken profit, but I didn't. Now I'm just sitting here and I'm looking at my $60 profit and it could have been like $180. That's like $120 difference right there. I'm so stupid. So don't ever do that, guys. Just chill. Just chill. I got my risk to reward. This is my risk to my reward for my setup, okay? If we actually break it, big whoop-diddy-do, okay? That's kind of a support right here. Say, okay, if I asked you guys, is this support right here, what would you say? Would you say that that's support, or would you say that's support, right? Would you guys consider this some regions right here? Is this an acceptable way to draw the chart? If you look at it on a higher time frame, check this out, right? You actually see it with a very decent support right here, okay? You see with a very decent support. Am I going to take my profit? I always like to take my profit for the day, just like at least one quick trade or something. Now I see it leveling out. I'm probably going to lose this trade in front of you guys. I'm just going to be embarrassed. So this is a really good way to draw it, right? We see sort of an ascending triangle, but because we're losing steam, it's hard to imagine that we're actually going to break above it. So let's give some counts, okay? I need to explain to you guys the mechanics of ABC, right? Let's say that this was ABC, 1, 2, 3, easy as my ex-girlfriend to count, baby. So anyways, so here, sometimes what we can actually see is we can see an ABCDE structure inside of these patterns right here, right? Some sort of triangle where it goes like that. So this could easily make a triangle like that within the B only, okay? So this whole ABCDE is part of the B structure. And now other times what it could make is instead of making an ABCDE instead of the B, or sorry, instead of inside the B, the whole structure actually becomes ABCDE or something like that, which accommodates for the whole structure coming down, right? So that's something as well that we have to acknowledge at all times, okay? So the reason I'm bringing this up right now is because we obviously have bullish and bearish views. So is this right here A coming down? Right? Is that A coming down? And this whole thing is making, okay, where the E ends determines basically, right? Determines where it's going to break. So if this whole structure was A right here coming down, okay, if that was A coming down right here, then this whole thing would actually be B, right? This would be B, and then we would actually get a break towards the downside to our $7,800 target. Now, if this were not true, and we actually had a different count where that is not A right there, then this whole structure actually could be just a whole correction structure when we break up to the upside, right? We could easily break up to the upside. Oh my god, the price is rebounding. I'm no longer in profit. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? BitConnect. So if this actually was A, B, C, D, and E instead like that, then what we clearly get is, you know, we're going to break out of it, right? We're going to completely break out of it. So that's kind of unfortunate if this is the case right here. So how do we... Oh, and another count as well that I would like to introduce to you guys that I've incorporated recently as an alternate count is, what if this was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? Right? And this whole structure right here, okay, this whole structure right here is actually A, B, C, D, E. And let me explain it to you guys, like kind of in a flat. So what if this was wave 2 right here, right? A, B, C, D, and E. So this whole pattern right here was a corrective pattern, okay? If that was a corrective pattern, what if this was actually wave 2 right there? Okay, so this is now wave 1. That's wave 2 right here. So I kind of have 3 counts right now, and I'm going to show you guys how I plan to play this and make a boatload of money. So what if that was the actual count? And what if this thing right here was actually the first impulse wave up going only, right? A first subwave, okay? A first subwave like that, where this thing will make actually an even bigger structure like this, right? Just to give an example. And what if this whole structure right here was actually part of a third wave, right? So now we actually end up getting 3 waves right here. What if that was the case? So we have to make sure. Oh no, I'm no longer in profit, guys. I'm so scared. I'm now negative. I've lost money. Should I cut my losses? I could have made $160, but look at me now. I feel like a poor man. I'm down $7 already. $7. It's so much money. So yeah, so do you guys think I should cut my losses right now? I'm just kidding. Don't cut your losses, guys. That'd be really silly right now. So we clearly see many different counts right now. So the best, look at this, guys. It's screwing up again. It's screwing up again right there. Man, this is going so bad. It seems like my last relationship, you know? I don't know what's worse right now, TradingView the way it works, or the way my last relationship worked, or the way my ex-girlfriend worked. Oh, man, this is horrible. So what we're seeing here now is kind of rejections to the downside. We get a very indecisive, action-packed candle right here. So on the 30-minute chart, hopefully we get a crossover soon coming to the negative side. So we clearly see, guys, this particular region, that's making it very range-bound, right? And because it is so range-bound right here, the best way to play this, unless you guys are risky bastards like me, okay? Unless you guys are risky like me, is if we break clearly above this region right here. 8713 is a key number. Make note of it between these particular cluster regions because of the previous resistances that I've been identifying in the past. So this region right here is where you guys want to make note of it, all right? Because we might get a bullish count. Anywhere between 8500 and up to 8717. I'm going to write it out very clearly for you guys, okay? I'm going to write it out in 4 words that you guys will easily understand, okay? 4 words right here that you guys will understand very clearly. I'm going to write it out, okay? No, I want bigger font. So make sure you remember these 4 words. No, okay? No trade zone. Just like that, okay? That's 4 words. Crap! I meant to say 3 words, okay? I meant to say 3 words, actually. 3 words. Okay, 3 words, not 4. Okay, so I actually meant to say 3 words, not 4. So I know how to count, guys, just to be very clear. I know how to count, okay? This is 3 words, not 4. So this is what we call a no trade zone right here, all right? So yeah, in a no trade zone, because there's just such a cluster right here, all right? There's such a cluster, so we have to make sure that we understand that this region is a no trade zone. So remember those 4 words, right? No trade zone. Anywhere between 84 right here, or sorry, 85, what is this? 8550, okay? 8550 and 8715. This is a no trade zone because every time we have actually gotten here, we have broken above it, right? We've shot right back down. Unless our volume gets to something ridiculous, like you know, here, like right there where we're just shooting up this region right here, then that would be a good place to buy it on a breakout if the volume is just exponentially going up, okay? So yeah, here would be a great place to go long, all right? This would be a great place to go long if this was actually the end of a wave, okay? And it breaks above 8700-ish, we would get clearly a 3rd wave going upwards like that, right? So I'd probably end up targeting as day trader. I would target roughly around the 9K region, or yeah, 9K region around there. I think that we're gonna find a lot of resistance right around these zones, like right near 9K, I'm guessing. So as a day trader, what I'm going to be interested in is a super short-term play. I would end up entering above 87. Right there. I go for a quick 3% gain. I'd probably play my typical whatever positions I play, 30, 40K. And then you know, it's pretty good percentage, right? We'd be looking at $900 profit very quickly for the day. Set your stop loss slightly below it, right? If we break well above it, stop loss maybe even super tight at 87.50 just in case, you got yourself a very good risk to reward here at 3.34 to 1. So that's a very acceptable RR. Now, another way to play is, of course, wait. Just simply wait, guys. Patience is a virtue in this game, okay? You don't always need to be in a trade, okay? You don't always need to be in a trade like me, who just has a really big itch to always be in a trade. So yeah, guys, oh my god, did you guys see that? Let's microanalyze this on a 1 minute time frame. We got to make sure that we always see what's going on. Did you guys see that amazing price action right here? I'm gonna show you guys. Take a look at this in the past 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, Bitcoin has moved $21. That is amazing price action right here. We have never seen activity like this before. Everybody, go grab your popcorn, go get your hot dog, go get your beer. It seems like we're gonna get some amazing price action on this downtrend. Unbelievable. If we actually look all the way back here to where it started the downtrend, we can see that Bitcoin has moved down a whopping $41 in 5 minutes. Never have we seen such type of price action. Oh my god, did you see that? Big green candle right here. Bitcoin actually moved up $5, I think. Let's make sure we get our gauge up here and see how much it actually moved. Bitcoin, unbelievable. It moved up $9 in that candle right there. So, you guys don't want to do that. You don't want to be looking at micro time frames like this all the time, okay? It's just not cool to be doing that. So make sure you guys are just chilling. Just chill. Just wait. Just be very patient. You don't always need to be. Hey, thank you very much, Crypto Godfather. I appreciate it. When you come to China, let's party. Hey, do you guys know who Crypto Godfather is? You guys should follow him on Twitter if you don't know who he is. I'm gonna make you an offer that you can't refuse. Gonna make you a huge offer. This is Crypto Godfather. If you guys don't follow him, I don't know why you guys are not. He's Asian, okay? I promote anyone Asian. The Crypto Godfather. Right here. This is Godfather right here. Right here, okay? This is Crypto Godfather. He's only got 26.6 thousand followers. This guy has some really good crap, guys. You guys know me, I don't promote people for no reason, right? He has really good content, you know? He's got paid stuff, he's got unpaid stuff, he's got really, really good stuff. So you guys should go check out his Twitter. He also is starting, you know, tons of content. Go check him out. Absolutely, go check him out, guys. Crypto Godfather. So just shout out to the people that deserve it, you know? Yeah. So anyways, I'm just looking through the chat to see if there's any Vietnamese people here. I like to talk to Vietnamese people because Vietnamese people, I like it when I like saying things to them like "Du ma, du ma, du ma mai," right? Du ma. Do you guys know what that means? Du ma. Du ma is a swear. It's a swear, okay? I like to swear at people in Vietnamese. So another really good way to play is assuming that this is the top over here, okay? If this is actually the top, then we take our Fibonacci range over here. We're going to acknowledge a key resistance area first, which is going to be probably the 382 fib level, okay? That's going to be a key region around 8150. Now, another thing we want to do is we want to stand on the edge of the galaxy, right? Because I'm standing on the edge of glory, and I'm hanging by a moment with you. I'm on the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge. I'm on the edge. What song is that? I don't even know why I started singing that, okay? That sounds like, I don't know, who sings that song? I completely forgot. Lady Gaga, that's right. Ah, yeah. So you guys want to draw like a reasonable resistance and trend line, right? Just something like that kind of intersects this whole region, right? Just get it as best as you can. I don't draw it in log, right? So if you guys see here as well, like just going sideways, we could have a chance, guys. Like we can get a chance to even fall above that support region. I don't think we're going to hit it right now. Like actually, this is kind of I don't really like this trend line, to be honest. I'm going to get rid of this trend line. I'm not a big fan of it. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of it as well. Do we see any other cool patterns like head and shoulders that people are always talking about? Head and shoulders is a really funny pattern. Head and shoulders, okay. I'm going to show you guys my favorite pattern. Let me just get it out for you guys, okay. I'm just going to get out my snipping tool. Okay, get out my snipping tool. Okay, this is my favorite pattern right here. Okay, I'm going to show you guys it. This is what you call an amazing pattern. This is called a cup and handle right there. Okay, that's called a cup and handle pattern with Elliott waves. Do you guys see that right there? I really hate cup and handle patterns. If you guys ever see me draw a cup and handle pattern, please just come up to me, pull down your pants, show me your balls, and then smack me in the face with it. Because that's what I deserve to get if I ever draw a cup and handle. I deserve a smack in the face with your balls. Okay, That's what that's probably what should happen. So yeah. So Duma! Duma! You guys Duma to you guys too. Duma mai! Duma! You guys should really avoid swearing in my channel. There's a lot of kids here, okay? There's a lot of kids and there's a lot of moms as well. So once again, another way to do this is just take a look at your fib region, acknowledge this previous swing low region right here, okay? Acknowledge this swing low, and you know, we're gonna most likely bounce off of there first, right? It seems very logical that we're gonna end up bouncing off of there. But you know, Eric is thinking, Eric is such a pessimist. Eric, I know you're here. Eric likes to go for the 618 Fibonacci level because he's so OPP. He's down with OPP. Yeah, you know me. Man, Eric Cho, I just want to choke you sometimes because you're always so pessimistic. Eric is thinking it's going to get to like these regions right here, guys. He thinks it's going to get to 7,800, okay? So because Eric is saying that, I've got to lower my support region as well, okay? I got to lower my support region. What would imply a breakdown? Well, as soon as we break this triangle, okay? As soon as we break this triangle with conviction, well, you guys would want to consider going into a short position, right? So then if it breaks down, you can take the chance there. It's going to be a decent risk to reward for a short. But that's not my short position. So, you know, I'm, how much am I up now? Yeah, baby, I'm up $50. Woo! There's, you know what they say, if you want to make $50, you gotta play a $17,000 position. So, yeah. So yeah, if it does break down, right, you just, you know, you enter a short position, you set your stop loss slightly above this channel or this trend line right there, and you can target, say, take the average, right, just go to a round number like 8K, and what you clearly have is, hold on, I got a cough, give me a sec. So if it does break down, right, you would target like at least the average of it between 382 and the 0.5 fib level just to get an average risk to reward. And you know, you can set your stop loss at about 84.50 or something, okay? Whoa! You guys see that? No, oh God. Oh my goodness, I thought it dropped. I was like, whoa, did Bitcoin just drop right there? Because I saw that price right there at 84.50. I saw this red price right here, 84.50. So I was like, Bitcoin just dropped. But I realized that it's actually this price right here. That's the stop level price. Just making sure you guys are paying attention, okay? Don't ever panic. Always stay calm when you're trading. Don't ever let your emotions get the best of you guys. Make sure you never, ever, ever panic, all right? So what we're seeing here now is a series of rejection candles in the 1 hour. We got this spinning top, we got a bullish engulfing candle that almost made like a 3-line strike, and we see this shooting star on the bottom, which is more bearish to me than bullish. We also see a steady decline in volume over time. See this moving average, it's definitely going downwards, right? So this would be a fantastic risk to reward ratio to take over here. Now you guys can also be ballsy, right? You guys can be ballsy if you guys are risk takers. You enter a long position here, target 8,700, right? Phil, Eric said take the height of the trend line and use the rectangle tool to gauge the up and downtrend. Yeah, right? So here, I'm taking a triangle right here, okay? So what Eric is suggesting is using a horizontal line right there, okay? He's recommending to use this right here as a support, right? So first region where it breaks down would be right there, right outside the triangle. And for us to officially confirm a downtrend, it needs to break these clusters of supports and resistances, right? So one big cluster is obviously 8,300 where it was rejected above 8,250. So if it breaks below 8,300, you want to be definitely alert. And then if it breaks 8,250, then we're definitely going to be able to get a major downtrend. So let's see, Eric is talking about this right here. So if we break out of there, he's talking about taking this region. I'm more so just expanding to what he's saying already, right? That is what Eric is saying, because we're range bound just like that, all right? So thank you very much for the donation. I really appreciate it. Next time you donate though, I would prefer $200. $200 sounds a lot more appropriate than $5, okay? And you're Australian, I'm Canadian. I don't really respect your kangaroo, you know, Steve Irwin kind of money, all right? Too soon. Sorry, I didn't mean to joke about Steve Irwin like that. Speaking of Steve Irwin, he's pretty cool, right? He's really cool. His son is awesome. His son is so awesome. He's like this really young kid right now. Oh my God, look at that. We're at 83.53. Did we just downtrend? No, I'm just kidding, guys. That's not a downtrend, right? That's just where this is right here, the end of the stop loss. So yeah, so you guys have the plays. Like if you entered a long position, if you entered it right now, it would just be risk taking, right? Where's your stop loss? Depending on how you guys look at it, okay? Where's your stop loss? Are you guys gonna end up drawing it like this? Like that? Like that, right? So is your stop loss going to be below the channel here? Is it going to be right here? Either way, that's a really crappy risk to reward. Not even 1.5. This is like a 1.2 risk to reward. If you entered a long, you would just be risk taking, right? Are you going to enter a short right now like me? Yeah, I'm going to enter a short. I did it in front of you guys because I'm a risk taker. I don't care about one-to-one risk to reward because I'm an experienced trader in the market. To me, 1-to-1 is nothing. 1.5 to 1 is nothing. I will gladly take these risks all day. You know why? Because 1-to-1 implied, let's say you 50% win. No problem, 50-50, right? I win way more than 50% of my trades. I'm probably at 70 to 80% of my trades over time. So am I okay with 1-to-1? Yeah, I am. But don't ever copy me just because I'm doing something, because you guys might not be able to maintain. You guys might not be able to control your risk and manage your risk the way that I'm doing it, okay? So make sure that you guys are extremely cautious as well. And that always needs to be made note of, okay? So yeah, so I've basically talked about every play you can imagine. Going long now, going short now, going long on a breakout, going short on a breakout. I've identified every key resistance, every single key support. We've gone over price action. I just feel like this is gonna tank. Honestly, I just feel like it's going to break outside of that triangle first and hit 8,300. This has just got no steam at all, okay? It just doesn't really have any steam, in my opinion. And whenever I get a gut feeling, I'm usually right about it, right? However long you guys have been following me, right? I'm sure a lot of you guys have been following me for a long time. My gut instinct is like really deadly. It's kind of like the same skills that I had when it comes to picking up women. Sorry, I meant to say the opposite skill of picking up women, right? So it's like the complete opposite of that when it comes to Bitcoin. Like, you know, one thing you're really bad at, and then think of one thing you're really good at, right? So yeah, so just that's kind of how I see it. I just can't help but think that it's eventually going to go down right now soon, right? Look at this crossover right here. We're getting a MACD. It's so OPP. Yeah, you know me. We're getting a crossover here already. But what's going to happen? Is it actually going to start going to the negative side and come up? Is it just going to bounce right here? And it ended up showing one of my favorite patterns. I'm gonna, you know, it's called this. I'm gonna write it out for you guys. It's called just a tip. That's kind of one of my favorite things, right? Just a tip can be very powerful sometimes, but you guys know about the tip, right? Sometimes the tip, you just get the tip, right? And then it fakes, like it says, oh yeah, we're just gonna show the tip, right? You can have just the tip, right? And then you know, sometimes it's literally just the tip, and then it just ends up, you feel really bad after, right? And you feel really blue after because you got just the tip. But a lot of the times the tip starts to show, and then it's like, nah, I'm not going for just the tip, right? I'm gonna go all the way. Oops, accident, accident. And then it ends up, you know, completely coming downwards. So you got to make sure you recognize these patterns, right? And I was actually going over a lot of these patterns before. Like, you remember my video that I was making, right? I was talking about this pattern right here. It's a really interesting pattern. It goes something like that, it goes something like that, it goes something like that, and then it goes something like that, and something like that, and something like that, right? And then a lot of the times, what it ends up doing is it just ends up breaking down, right? Just ends up making like a series of little raining effects downwards, right? And that's kind of what it happened right here, as we saw, if you guys remember from my videos. So these are patterns that are usually meant to be broken, right? So we have to take note of that always. So yeah, I'm fairly neutral to bearish right now, my territory. I'm fairly neutral to bearish. So I'm more so leaning towards bearish right now, right? And I'm not talking about the San Francisco kinds. If any of you Americans get that joke. I'm Canadian, but I still know my pop culture in America, especially the San Francisco Bears. So yeah. Yeah, anyway, so I've gone over everything here already, right? I think I have, at least. I've gone over as much as I possibly could right here. So yeah, so I'm going to take some questions. Let's see if we actually have some questions that I can actually take from you guys. Any decent no, I'm not talking about baseball, DJ Zine, Chicago Bears. I'm talking about San Francisco Bears. You guys don't know who the San Francisco Bears are? Come on. You guys are American. Right? You know San Francisco Bears? You know, it's a group of, you know, it's a convention. San Francisco Bears? Come on! Rise of the bear culture. Jesus, you guys don't even know. Yeah. Alright. Okay, Hyjin. I don't even know why I'm answering your question. It's not even worth my time. Not even worth my time to answer the ABCDE question. Because I don't like ABCDE pattern. This is not an ABCDE pattern, okay? Even really, even professionals, like, I can't get into, okay, I'm getting into my rant, okay? I'm getting into my rant, okay? I'm gonna get into a massive rant right now, okay? This is what you call a falling bullish wedge, okay? A falling bullish wedge is found typically in the 5 waves, right? For a C structure only, or it's in a leading first wave diagonal where it's found right in here, okay? Just to let you guys know, it could be found in this structure right there. It can be found as a leading first wave diagonal right here, okay? Leading first wave diagonal, or an ending 5th wave diagonal, right? It's never found in the 3rd impulse wave though. I want to be very fucking clear about that. I'm getting worked up right now because of all these people calling it the wrong shit. So this is called an ending 5th wave diagonal right here, okay? Where it ends like that with 5 waves coming down. And it can also be found in the entire C wave structure, okay? It is very rarely found in the A wave structure, but it is most commonly found in the C wave structure, okay? Now, this is not called a wedge, okay? This is not called a fucking wedge right here where you end up getting an ABC structure coming down. ABC does not form a falling wedge, okay? So if anybody is calling this a falling wedge right now, you guys are retarded, okay? You guys are clearly retarded if this right here is a wedge to you guys, okay? Where this right here is A, that's B, and that's C, okay? A lot of people have called it that. I'm like actually not even from there, from when it broke out. They started calling this ABC. This right here is not a wedge whatsoever. Just because 2 support points touch and 2 resistance point touches, okay? That is not a wedge. And I want to explain to you guys a 3-3-3-3-3 pattern, okay? A 3-3-3 ABCDE, okay? This is called an ABCDE, ABCDE, okay? Where it makes a 3-3-3-3 pattern like that, okay? ABCDE comes in 3-3-3-3-3 wave structures, okay? That needs to be really under-fucking-stood, okay? So let's say we ended up calling this an ABCDE right here, okay? How could you call this an ABCDE right there when this has 5 waves in it? Okay, this has got 5 waves in it. This has also got 5 waves in it. Hyjin, this is not a fucking ABCDE, okay? Maybe you need to go back to your triangles in December and draw as many bullish triangles as you can to make as much money as you can, okay? That would be the best thing to do, Hyjin. Just go back to drawing triangles. It's what you're really good at. This is not an ABCDE. Maybe you can go back to Steam it and make $3,000 a day and mislead a lot of your viewers because you see triangles and everything. If you were Oprah, you'd be like this, okay? This is what Oprah would do if she was handing out triangles, like how she was handing out cars. This is a triangle. Triangle for you. Triangle for you. Triangles for everybody in a bullish market. This is a triangle. This is not a fucking triangle. So I'm done, okay? I'm completely done. I'm done my rant, okay? I'm sorry guys, I got a little bit worked up there, okay? I got a little bit worked up there. I'm completely calm now, alright? I'm completely calm. I just want you guys to know, okay, that we need to understand that triangles are not seen in everything, okay? Triangles are not seen on everything. You know, if triangles were seen on everything, everything would be amazing, right? It'd be so beautiful. But unfortunately, triangles are not seen on everything. You gotta make sure you understand the mechanics. For a guy who's been doing Elliott Wave for 10 years, how do you not know that it's a triangle? I don't understand. So, yeah. Holy crap. You guys gotta stop getting me worked up like that all the time, okay? Unbelievable. It's not a triangle. Okay? Yeah. So, triangles need to be very understood in an ABCDE type of pattern, okay? They're very, very understood like that when it happens, okay? That's what we call a triangle, a 3-3-3-3 type of wave structure, right? You can go to, I heard of this magical thing. It's called GOOGLE. It's called Google, right? It's called Google. If you type in ABCDE, notice how it has ABC, 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 ABC on pretty much any structure. You look on anything, ABC, 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 ABC. Where do you see any of them with 5-wave structures? Where? I don't see any 5-wave structures anywhere, right? Like, or so in these particular patterns, you guys know what I'm saying? So once again, anybody who said, I've seen people with 100,000 subscribers, right? Where they're like, yeah, this is an ABC, this is a falling bullish wedge right now, okay? Well, they gotta learn their Elliott waves and really learn what the definition of an ending 5th wave diagonal is, because that's the traditional term, an ending 5th wave diagonal. This is just purely coincidence, okay? This is pure coincidence that we got these trend lines and resistances. You know, all those people, what they should go back to is they should go back to this amazing formation right here. And this formation is called the hunch shoulder of Notre Dame, okay? It's called the hunch shoulder of Notre Dame right here, if you guys see what I'm talking about, okay? This is called the hunch shoulder of Notre Dame, where people are basically taking their head and shoulders right here, okay? Sorry, I'm getting a little bit, that's not right here. Yeah, this right here. This, you know, they're taking their head and shoulders pattern right here, which got to $11,788, right? $11,788, whatever. Okay, so this one was 11,788. I'm just gonna go into this rant again, 788. And now the next one that we see is 11,700. Okay, have you guys ever seen a person in real life before who has a left shoulder that's higher than the head? You guys know what I'm saying? You ever see a left shoulder higher than the head? Right? Quasimodo doesn't count, okay? That's his back. It's the hunchback of Notre Dame, not the hunch shoulder of Notre Dame. Right? So I just want to be very clear with where I stand on some of these formations that are going on right now, where people really need to start drawing these patterns a little bit more accurately. Not everything is a triangle. Not everything is a head and shoulder. It's just pure coincidence and pure absolute luck, okay? That these trend lines are hitting it, right? Oh guys, check this out right here, okay? This is a resistance. This is a resistance right here because there's lots of candles that are interacting with it, right? This is a massive resistance zone. Why don't we just start saying random things like this as well, that this is a resistance right here. Oh yeah, that's definitely a support region as well right here, okay? Oh, you know what else we're gonna say? We're also gonna say, yep, this right here, guys, this is a sloped support. Look at this slope support right here, guys. It's amazing. That's also a support right there, okay? You guys want to see some more trend lines drawn? That's, you know, these are lots of supports and resistances right here as well. Oh my god, look at all these supports everywhere. There's so much price action in here. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done my rant. I just need a moment to calm down, okay? I hate head and shoulders pattern as much as I hate cup and handles, okay? I'm taking a sip of my coffee. I'm about to go beat up my dog because that got me really stressed out. And I'm just calming down right now, okay? Just calming down for a minute. I'm just joking, guys. Like, I'm just joking around, guys. I'm just trying to make you guys laugh if you guys don't know. But I'm serious about the whole hygiene thing, okay? Like you guys know what really upsets me? Some people are in it for the money, okay? Some people are in it for the money, and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. And there's a reason why Hyjin, he's very hated in the community right now, okay? Because he doesn't own up to his actions, and I call shit like how it is, okay? Doesn't own up to his actions. Anybody can make a bullish call, right? Anybody can be bullish in the month of December, right? I'm gonna go to his wallet. You know, he's got 166K in there. Every single one of his posts, look at how many times he posts a day, right? He gets $100-something per post, but back in January, he was getting like $400 or $500 per post. 40 minutes ago, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He posts 10 times a day on Steemit, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Like some days he's posting a lot. We're talking about a ridiculous amount. Look at 2 days ago, okay? You know, like he's posting up to 10 times a day. He's clearly in it for the money. Making, like in December, it was ridiculous how many bullish calls he was making. Then all of a sudden we entered a bear market and he was still making bullish calls, and there was such a raging hatred towards him in the community because he just wouldn't own up. He would not reply to people commenting on YouTube. He would not reply to people on Steam It. You got to hold yourself accountable. I could make a killer off of my 150,000 followers and subscribers if I wanted to. No doubt about it. I've earned my reputation. I've earned the respect from the community by not wanting to make money from you guys, right? I could easily charge 1,000 people $100 a month to make literally to make $100,000 a month off of you guys if I wanted to. If I had some sort of Telegram channel, imagine if I opened up a Telegram channel and I charged you guys $100 for the whole year. And let's just get my calculator out, okay? With 100,000 people that's following me, if I took 1% of it, which is 1,500 people, if I charged them $100 to join a Telegram channel for the year, I would make $150,000 off of you guys. Clearly, I'm not in it for the money whatsoever, okay? I'm not in it for the money whatsoever. But some people are in it for purely the money, and that's what really pisses me off in this industry. People should really care about the well-being of other people, okay? They should absolutely care about the well-being of cryptocurrency in general and wanting to actually learn from people, not make money off of them. How long have I been ranting for, guys? How long have I think I've been ranting for a really long time already, okay? I'm done. I've already finished my technical analysis. We're getting rejection to the upside. I don't know what else there is to say. We're getting massive rejection to the upside, and it's just a matter of time till we downtrend, in my opinion. But we got to break out of those key zones first, okay? So anyways, I'm done. Let's actually take some real questions and answers now. I'll rage whenever the fuck I want, ridiculous. I'll rage whenever the fuck I want to, just to be clear, okay? I'll even stick my finger up my butt whenever I want to, too. I learned, Life of Two Startups asked me, how did I learn all this stuff? I just, like you learn anything. You just put practice into it. You just put a lot of practice and time into it. And then, you know what the best way to learn is? Look for really bad traders, okay? You got to focus on what people are doing right? The good analysts, what they're doing right, and you have to learn from successful traders, but more importantly, you got to learn from unsuccessful traders as well. If you learn from unsuccessful traders, then you can get a gauge of why they're bad. And if you find out why they're bad, you can easily figure out what not to do. Just think of it like this. If you got 10 really bad traders, the 10 worst traders in the world, if you guys want to be a good trader, okay, you can find 10 of the absolute worst traders in the world, right? Go out there, find 10 bad traders. And what you do is you simply do the opposite of them. Because if you do the opposite of these guys who lose a lot, then wouldn't you be pretty much guaranteed, right? Wouldn't you be guaranteed to be successful? So focus on good traders and focus on bad traders as well. Dear Philicon by Adam Barnes, are there any alts? I gotta scroll up, I missed it. Are there any altcoins in a good position in your opinion? I've got no idea. I don't follow any altcoins except for Litecoin, right? You have to think of trading as I specialize in Bitcoin clearly, right? That's my specialty. My specialty is Bitcoin and Litecoin as well. So if I were to take a look at a random altcoin like BNB or, you know, anything like XLM, Stellar, Verge or whatever, like on a daily level, I wouldn't be able to give you guys the kind of quality technical analysis that I would give for Bitcoin, simply because I don't specialize in them and it requires a lot of knowledge from previous history. So I apologize, Adam Barnes. I really can't answer that too well. Zane, thank you very much. I appreciate the donation from Dustin. I appreciate the donation from Adam and from Zane here. You said once that when a particular resistance or support is being tested and over, it's a matter of time before it breaks it. Yes, absolutely. It's a matter of time. But we have to think of bullish divergence or bearish divergence, right? So if we're pounding at the top enough, but we're losing steam, there's a good sign that it's actually going to break down. Now, just to give you guys a very clear idea of what I'm talking about, kind of like what day was it actually where we were just losing steam right here, okay? This is clearly a sideways action, right? Where we're getting price action pretty much in the same region. But what we actually notice is a bearish divergence on the RSI. So it's losing steam. Now, if the RSI was actually trending upwards, where we're getting a series of bullish bounces the other way, then yes, it would be a matter of time before we pound at it until it actually breaks. But in this particular case, right, we're pounding at it so many times, and what do you guys notice about the RSI? what you're noticing about it is that it's definitely losing steam, right? All the way from the top over here, we see it definitely losing steam. So unfortunately, we have to lean our bias towards bearish. So I hope that answers the question. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And you're welcome. You're welcome, Dustin. Thank you for telling me how it is. Hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great day too. Okay, someone brought up the death cross, okay? Well, you know what? Tony Vase is not a day trader, if you keep in mind, all right, Crypto J? And that trading challenge is just a joke. I would never take that trading challenge with anybody who's a day trader. Like, let's say that there was a day trader who, you know, wanted to challenge me to a $50,000 3-day competition where we have $50,000 and we see who can make as much money as we can. I don't want to challenge anyone to that because I don't think anybody could beat me. Simple as that. Yeah, I'm a cocky trader. I honestly don't think anybody could beat me because I'm Asian, okay? And I've got a background in gaming and mathematics, right? I mean, you combine an Asian gamer who's good at math, it's kind of hard to beat right there when you think about it with my skills in trading. I'm just joking, guys. But Tony Vase, he's a really talented trader, but he doesn't focus on day trading, right? He's touring like 3 months, like 10 months of the year. So yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna see if there's a few more questions that I can take. I don't play games anymore, Dan. I used to play like League of Legends and World of Warcraft and stuff like that. So yeah. So I think I'm just gonna call it, guys. I'm definitely gonna call it. It's been pretty much at the 1 hour mark. If you guys have enjoyed these videos, right, you guys are welcome to super chat donate. But if you guys super chat donate, like, don't be cheap, you know, donate at least $5,000. Like, come on, $5,000 donations are the best. I'm just kidding, guys. If you guys actually want to support the cause, you're welcome to buy me like a coffee or, you know, buy me a lunch or something just to make me feel special. But don't ever feel like you need to go out of your way, right? So thank you very much, guys, for all the love and the support. I really appreciate it highly. Okay, one last question came in by Iro. In the beginning of the video, you draw a triangle too. Is this form there just a coincidence? Because it clearly no wave, no 3-wave pattern, right? Well, I said triangle. I didn't say a pattern, right? I didn't say a pattern whatsoever. I didn't say a wedge, nothing like that. I drew a triangle because I was establishing clear modes of support and resistances, right? It's very different than me actually labeling it a falling wedge, right? So when people label things as an actual terminology, make sure that the description fits it. Here, I'm just simply outlining a triangle, right? I'm outlining a trendline support and resistance that's been established over time. So there's a very big difference between them. So we have to know how to differentiate and discern these. So I hope that answers your question. So yeah. So anyways, I really appreciate all the love and the support. Thank you very much. I'll be sure to post a Steemit post for this just to let you guys know where I stand. And other than that, we'll go from there. I'll see you guys later in the afternoon when I do another live stream. Thank you. Bye now. Bye, baby whales. I love you. Oh, I forgot to say, take care, baby whales, mini dolphins, and tiny, tiny little penguins. Bye now.